Alright, so here to is round 4 of Brazil Moose Racing League, my Cali lap. I was P5 at this point. I did a first lap of 179 I think, or something like that. So I needed to improve because the pole at this point was 178 or something like that as well. The sector 1 was looking okay, I guess. The sector was looking okay as well. I make few mistakes on this lap, even though I think I could have done better. I think my best lap is 107.4, which I was not able to do again. And you can see where I make a mistake here, right there, when I went wide there at that turn. And here as well, I was too scared of the throttle, so I wasn't as aggressive as I should have. But I managed to get few more tenths here and there in this last sector, and especially the last corner. You can see I'm gonna get almost 2 tenths right here. That was a good exit there, and you can see I'm way up, and I was able to at some point get to P1 with a 107.7 I think, yeah, but the guy in P2 managed to improve again and get the pole. I started this race in P2 on the hard tire, different strategy. The guy in P1 jump start, get a drive through. I went a little bit wheel sliding right there, get overtaken by 2 cars, the Alpine and the Williams. But I was on the hard, so my goal was just trying to keep position and try to stay alive as long as I can, because I know a few more laps later I should have the better tire. So the fact that almost everybody in the top 10 was on medium and my only self was on hard. I was trying to do a hard to medium strategy, where basically I'm gonna be speeding around lap 20. That was my goal. If there was, because normally that strategy is the fastest if there is no safety car, basically. But I think in this league I don't see any race we did so far without safety car, which is sad, but we'll see. So like I said, the Ferrari is all over my back. I try to keep him behind as long as I can, even though I'm going to lose DRS from this top 2. I know I can always get it back, but I didn't want to lose too much position, because I'm gonna have to overtake them back, which is not every time not the easiest things to do, especially if they are running low wings. And the Ferrari, you can see it all over my back. Try to do a switchback, get a little bit wide in exit of turn 2, and lost the position to his teammate and the McLaren. So now I have a breathing room for one more lap before the McLaren get onto my ass again. I was able still to see the P2 and P3 because, like I said, the Red Bull have a jump start and should have a drive through to third, so which gonna put him in the back at some point. But you can see I am managed to stay with them, even though they are faster at this point. The medium tire are faster anyway, so they are at least 5 tenths, 6 tenths faster per lap. So what I was trying to do is just try to stay with them, because by lap 5, 6 I'm gonna be faster anyway, so just trying to stay at the touching distance with them. You can see that McLaren all over the back. He had a good exit on me. I'm almost out of ERS, and you can see him growing, getting bigger and bigger on my rear mirror, and gonna make the move here on the inside easily for him. I did not fight him because there was no point. I was out of ERS, so I just want to make sure I don't lose too much position. I lost to him, but I'm not gonna lose to anybody else, so I stay behind him for one more lap. In the meantime, try to recover my ERS, and maybe in the few lap get back at him. But so end of lap 3, he's a little bit screwed there. I try to save my battery. You can see I'm almost in all sectors too. My battery is increasing. You can see I'm almost at the 40% now. So yeah, by the end of this lap I should be at least be in the 60% of ERS and be in a position. Maybe I could get the position back of him and get closer to the top 2, because I think this lap the Red Bull gonna serve his drive through, because he only have 3 laps to do so, and this lap it may be his last time to do it. And here you're gonna see him pulling into the pit, serving his drive through, which is not long, maybe 12 seconds loss here. so it wasn't bad to get a drive through here. It's not like you get a drive through at Imola or Monza where the pit lane is long enough for you to lose your head, or even at Silverstone. So but here I have a good exit out of turn 2, going at him, have ERS battery. My wings were okay. I think I was running a 2010 rings, so get the move done. So now it's time to hunt down the top 2 because I think my tire are now starting warming up. I'm 2.2 seconds and a half behind, and after a few laps, maybe lap 6, lap 7, I should be able to get back at them. Because now the tire my hard tire now is working properly, and you can see me pulling almost a second sector 2 from the Ferrari behind me, and they're gonna be out of my DRS soon enough. And you can see every corner I'm gaining, and you can see them, they cannot stay with me anymore. And now I was able to catch back up to the top 2. And the Alpine in this race was really fast on the straight. I think they was running lower wings than my 2010s, probably in the 15 something, I don't know, but they were really rapid on straight. But sector 2, you can see that I can say with them, but the straight, just coming straight, you can see them, they're gonna be, even though I have enough battery, I have 90% battery, but they're still gonna be pulling away easily. You can see them, they are fast on the straight. So I understood that. I turned off my battery and said, you know what, let me wait for a few more laps because there's no chance for me to overtake him like that. So now we are lap 10. I just managed to catch back to the top guy, and now my tire gonna be feeling better, and everything was working perfectly, to be honest. There was a car, Mercedes, that retired and came out on track and gonna have to get avoid, so I make sure I brake early, get to the inside, avoid the AI, and we were good. But I had a good exit right there, which I wasn't expected. Try to go to the inside, fight by side, and try to back out of it. Not great condition. And now everything went to downhill. Safety car come out. Damn. The leader at the same time spun, which gave me a few position from him, which gave me perfect good position from him. So yeah. But from here, a lot of things like was lost because I'm on the hard. If I don't pit, they're gonna pit on the hard and gonna be a fresher tire and will even be able to fast overtake me. And I'm gonna pit again for my pit stop at lap 20, which still gonna put me behind them. So I decide I'm gonna pit now, get the medium tire, try to overtake them and try to see if I can build a gap. And so when I pit again, I won't be far away from them, so I can try to overtake them on track. That was my strategy, because that's the only way I was having a chance here. Because the safety car just screwed me all over, so I didn't have much choices right there, to be honest. Which make me pit now. I'm gonna be P2, but there was one car who did not pit, which was it was one of the Red Bull, I think, but not the one who was in pole. So his teammate did not pit. He's on the hard, the same strategy as me. He decided to stay out, and you can hear my engineer in game saying one more stop, which was gonna be around lap 23. So now with the safety car restart, the Red Bull is leading. I have a good start. I make sure I didn't get caught napping, which was good. But like I said, the Alpine are really fast, so I was just trying to make sure I keep my position for now and see what they're gonna do in the top two. If I see a mistake, I'm gonna go for it, but I wasn't forcing anything. And you can see I'm gonna turn off my battery pretty early and just wait again, because the guy behind me, the Williams, was not. But at this corner, every time I have a better exit than the Alpine, but it wasn't even enough for me to get the move done, so I have to relinquish the move and call it a day and make sure we do not spin each other, because I know him. We are some good friends, so I didn't want to mess his race or my race. But you can see in sector 2 I was just so fast compared to him. But yeah, at this point I had a better tire, so I didn't want to stay behind them too long, but I want to be overly aggressive and ruin our race or spin or something like that. So I wanted to make sure if I make a move, it's going to be a clean move. And like I said, they are real fast on the straight, and you can see it here. I try my best, I try really my best, but you can see him pulling away, and I decide to turn off my ERS again and try to focus on having a good exit of turn 2 where I can maybe make a move here, and I try to have good exit here, which I do, but still they are fast, and the guy in head as well, he is fast on the straight. So DRS first time, he defend his inside, I brake early enough, and the Alpine tap him, and yep, here you go, I have my break. I was waiting for a mistake, they make a mistake, and I went through easily like that and go for P1, and from here on it was hammer time, trying to beat as much time as I can away from the Williams, who was P2 at this point, and try to build a gap before I pit again, because I knew I'm gonna have to pit again. They don't have to pit again, I do have to pit again, which is gonna make me have to overtake all of them again. So my main goal was build a gap before your pit stop, pit again, and go into the overtake mode once again. So lap 15, lap 22, you can see the Red Bull who was in pole make his way through and come back at me. So from here you can see everybody who was behind me, be it the Ferrari who was in P5, he was 6 seconds. By the end of this lap he will gain 2 or 3 tenths of me. So that's when I understood that it is time for me to pit, and you can see everybody was starting gaining on me, and I said okay, it's just time to pit, and the game told me to pit as well. But I did not think my tire, which was at this point 30 or 40% gonna go until the end of this race. Maybe I could have risked it, but otherwise, even if I risk it, my best will be P4, P5. If I go to pit, I think I'm gonna be seeing P5, P6 as well. So I just decided to try to take it and try to go and pit. That's at least how I saw it. Maybe I could have stayed out with it, but yeah, you can see me losing time every corner compared to everybody else. And yeah, I just said this is the call to go. Feel the call to go, and yeah, I knew from here that my race is, I'm not gonna win this race from this point on, because I had to pit because my tire wasn't the best and everybody was gaining time, which I hate, because I know I have the pace, but the tire difference just tells them that they're gonna be faster at some point. So now I pit at lap 23, and I'm gonna come out around P14, just behind the packs where the Sauber, the Haas, my teammate, the McLaren, everybody else. So they were fighting for position, so I knew it won't be easy, and you can see the pack coming past me right away. My teammate have a 10-second penalty, I think. So yeah, so I come out P14, and I'm gonna have to overtake all of these pack people real quick. So by the end of lap 24, I'm already in the back of them, and my first target was this Racing Bull, which I overtake easily on the inside. He tries still defending, but I make sure I give him enough room because of the red arrow was there. I try to have a good exit here, but still I managed to keep him behind. And now my next one was McLaren. I was hoping to wait for one more lap, but luckily for me, he went wide there, turn 4. I had enough room to get to the inside, which I do easily, went to side by side. Now it's my teammate who didn't see me at first, so I have to, he see me now and he let me go easily, which is really nice of him. So now I'm getting next to another Alpine, which, like I said, they have low wings, so overtaking them on the straight is not easy, especially when they have DRS, which you can see him, he is saving his battery but losing us time, which is fine. But the only reason he managed to stay ahead on this straight is because he had DRS as well. So I burned a little bit of ERS so that they have ERS as well, and they have DRS, so, and I stopped burning. You can see I went back to medium, save my battery, and try to make sure I have a good exit out of turn 2, which I brake early enough for that, get the apex without any issue, have a good exit, and you can see I have right in the tail of the Haas already, be able to be side by side before DRS open. And now I try to get to the inside of the Alpine, which I do, send it right here, brake late, and get the move done. And happily enough, now I can go and get the Sauber by the end of this lap as well, because the tire just felt good, the new tire. So I'm already at P9. next target, the server. He knows we are in a different races, so he didn't even fight me. He just choose his line, stuck with it. I went to the outside, get the move done, burn in, kept easy peasy lemon squeezes. The next one is the Mercedes, which he, unlike everybody else, gonna make me work for it or kind of fight for it, which didn't make sense at this point because we are completely different race. I was managed to catch 2 seconds off him in just one lap. Like by the end of lap 27, I'm gonna be at his tail right here, which is crazy. But I was already low in battery by the time to catch back to him. I set the fastest lap. He's still on my inside, send the dip. I have to book a switchback, which I managed to do, and let me have the DRS. I was thinking at this point it was done and dusted, but I did not know that he was running a lower downforce as well. I was out of battery. He still have battery. Get to the side by me, send it to the inside again, get the move done. So I should have covered the inside. So that was my mistake. I wasn't expecting him to send it to the inside, but he did. So that taught me one thing: cover the inside. So next lap I was side by side going to the DRS already, so turn the DRS on, have the battery, even if it wasn't a lot. The fact that I was side by side, I managed to stay ahead going to turn 1, gave him almost no room, almost barely, and he wanted to stick into the inside, but I make sure, hey, you cannot have your way. But this time around I cover the inside to make sure I did not give him the same thing he had. So you see me staying inside all the time. When he chooses his line, I leave him barely enough space, and yep, defended well there. So yeah, once I have the inside going to turn 4, he did not make the move. I know in sector 2 he won't be able to stay with me anyway. So by the end of lap 31, now I managed to catch you back up to the Haas. So 5 more laps to go. My target was P5. I am 5 seconds behind them. I get the move done. He didn't make it difficult for me neither, because like I said, when you are with two different different people, just don't waste time with them. That's at least how I see it sometimes, but some people may disagree. So yeah, I never had a warning until this point, so I knew I have few warning to burn, so I didn't mind getting a one warning there and try to catch back up to the McLaren, which was gonna be tricky. They only have 4 laps to go and it's 5 seconds. They have to catch more than 1 second per lap, which I managed to do, and catch back them by the end of lap 35, start of lap 36. But I was too eager here. You can see I have a good turn 1, but I was too eager. You see, I did not lift enough here, and I half spin the car. Have to get out of the way of the Haas before to create something else. And now you can see it. I'm just right there with them, and I lost 1 position because of my mistake, but still the safety guy ruined all of my strategy, and I managed to only get P7 at the end of the race. So that was the best I could do, unfortunately, but yeah, we go with it, and that's the race. So now the guy who won the race is still increased his gap, and now he's more than 20 points ahead. So we'll see what's gonna go next round, which is gonna be Australia. Thank you guys.